Hello and welcome to Library Grindhouse. The only thing you need is your library card. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Elvira. Leah.
Very nice.
And I'm Leah. And today we will be reviewing... I can't do it.
Hello and welcome to the Library Grindhouse. The only thing you need is your library card. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Elvira/Leah. And today we'll be reviewing the 1988 film, Elvira, Mistress of Darkness.
Mistress of the Dark?
Mistress of the Dark.
All right, Leah, but first why don't you hit him with that spoiler-free plot summary?
The dark and voluptuous horror movie hostess quits her TV job and sets her sights on creating a Vegas show. Only caveat, she needs $50,000 in order to help produce it. It's perfect timing when her great aunt passes away and Elvira gets the call that she is to receive an inheritance. Elvira must travel to the small town of Falwell for the reading of her great aunt's will, where she crosses paths with some very judgmental townsfolk, a good-looking theater owner, and one creepy Uncle Vinny.
Cool. All right, Leah, what's number 3 on your list of reasons to watch this movie?
Yet again, this is why you should be nice to dogs, Elvira.
I can't stand silly little dogs. Boy, if my aunt wasn't dead, I'd kill her.
They are, obviously, man, woman, mistress of darkness. They are the best friends of everyone.
She comes around to the dog?
She does, but it takes some time. And I was so mad at her. I was like, don't you dare throw that dog out to the street. Don't you dare. And I knew something special was going to happen, especially when she started talking about familiars. I knew it.
Yeah, but that dog could transfer into anything. It wasn't just a dog.
I know that, but I mean, it chose dog because dogs are man's best friends and dogs are amazing. So, yet again, this is why you should always be nice to dogs, people.
Fair. All right. Cool. All right.
What is your number 3 reason why, Jesse?
My number 3 reason is the campy Shaggy Dog vibe of the whole thing. I mean, it wears its corniness on its sleeve, has tropes aplenty, and is completely and unapologetically itself.
It is.
Even though it doesn't have a plot wrap over the credits, it does have a wrap in close proximity to the credits. Which counts.
Does it count? It does count? Okay.
It's close. It's right there. It's right up against the credits. It's over the top. I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah?
I can't be too mad at it. It is what it is. It tries to be nothing else. And there's something to be said for that.
That is true. We have pointed that out in multiple movies that, like, they know what they are, they play up to it.
It's comfortable in its own skin.
I will agree with that.
Like, I mean, they had a thing and they just went for it all the way.
I will very much so agree with that.
All the way.
Absolutely.
All right, Leah, what's your number 2 reason to watch this movie?
Baby Elvira. She makes her cameo probably 1 or 2 times, and this baby is hysterical. Makeup, the hair, even as a baby, the bracelets, everything. Baby Elvira, I am super here for it. I love it when they do that. They did the same thing in like Addams Family.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
It's funny. It's just so funny.
Baby that they made it look like, that's pretty great.
It's hysterical, and I don't even really know why. Like,
it's a good time.
I feel like that's like that late 80s. They did that.
Early
90s. Like,
I still feel like they do it occasionally. They bring out the trope of like the baby looks just like the person as an adult because they've got an adult feature. No baby would ever have like giant hair or like a mustache or whatever, and that's kind of fun. It's
just goofy, but
you got to know when to do it.
Yeah. But they did it nicely in this film. This film's all about just kind of being that weird. I don't know what you would want to call it.
This movie should be subtitled "Let Your Freak Flag Fly." I mean, that is what this movie's about. It's just let your freak flag fly.
Pretty much, just be yourself. Do it.
Yeah.
Which that's good. I mean, that's a good.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse, What's your number 2 reason?
My number 2 reason, a few great lines and a bunch of grin-worthy groaners. Yes. Enter the supercut of great lines.
And there's nothing wrong with G-rated movies as long as there's lots of sex and violence.
Parading around in clothes that couldn't keep a titmouse dry in a drizzle.
You've touched a part of my son that nobody's ever touched before.
I
wish.
But anyway, just some great lines. It's one of those things where I appreciated it. And like her license plate, like,
everything.
I mean, there's just so much fun.
Everything.
Here, if you want to accept the fun of this movie.
That is true.
All right, Leah, what's your number one reason to watch this movie?
Oh, the pickup lines and the punny nature of this film. So to piggyback off of you.
You should love this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's full of that stuff.
I love a good pun down to my name.
Or a bad pun. You love all puns.
I love all puns. I love all puns. I love all jokes. I love all of that stuff. I think it's hysterical. I think it's so funny. I just love the fact when Elvira is obviously, what's the proper word?
I was like, where are you going with it?
She is very sexual in her looks. I would,
yes,
obviously.
Yes.
But even her flirting doesn't go dirty. Like even her pickup line was like, "Hello, my name is Elvira, but you can call me tonight."
My name's Elvira, but you can call me tonight.
That's
I mean, it does, but you know that's just her shtick.
It's just
a shtick.
It's funny.
She's not
it's
actually
great.
coming on to you
No,
most of the time.
no.
Now, sometimes she is, but
she said that to the theater guy, which I mean,
right? Yeah.
But it's just everything about this movie was just funny in that aspect.
But she also, I like that she stands up for herself, when it's not wanted.
Within so much as 10 feet of me, and I'm gonna tie your weenie in a granny knot.
Like,
she does. Well, I mean, that's why she quit the TV show.
Right.
She had, unwanted sexual
It's
advances.
like I'm putting this out here voluntarily, but I'm only putting so much out there.
Yeah.
And it's a performance.
Yeah. And just because she likes that doesn't mean likes the way she looks.
It's not
likes
an
the way she dresses.
invitation.
It's not exactly. So, which I thought that I'm proud of this movie for doing that. Like
in the 80s?
Absolutely.
In the 80s.
Like she stood up for herself. She took care of business in her own way. I mean, yes, she is the mistress of darkness, so she had quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
Sure.
But it was great. Yeah. I love a good pun. So this movie was full of them.
Yes. Chock-a-block of puns. Absolutely.
All right, Jesse, what's your number one reason?
Number one reason, the cast. This movie lives or dies on its cast. They largely deliver. You got Bonnie Bedelia from Die Hard in a small role. You got Kurt Fuller from Ghostbusters and other movies as the slimy realtor. You got Edie McClurg as the town overlord Chastity Pariah. I mean, what a name. Yeah. Along with Falwell, which, Jerry Falwell in the 80s, big thing with the culture wars and things like that. So Falwell. Anyway, that was kind of fun. And Peterson, Cassandra Peterson, gives it her all in the title role of Elvira. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a shame the movie didn't find its audience in 1988 because, I mean, there's no other time where this movie would have really found an audience.
Yeah.
But it ran into distribution problems. They kind of messed this movie over. It also didn't likely help that the backlash to sex and violence and horror movies in particular was starting to ramp up at this time. So a lot of when her Coors stand-ups were being challenged and taken down, people were like, you need to take this out of your store because when I take my children grocery shopping, they can't stop looking at it. And it's anyway, it's just one of those things where that was all kind of happening around this time. So unfortunately, this movie didn't find its audience in the only time when it was going to find its audience, really.
I agree with that.
Which is a bummer because, it's one of those movies where this is the height of her powers.
Yeah.
And it should have done very well. And it's sad it didn't, because especially for people who enjoy her stuff, there's a lot of fun to have here if you enjoy what she does.
The only thing that I wish they would have done in this movie was maybe put a few more of her actual after the movie commentaries, what she did, what she was known for on TV, as her TV personality. I wish that they would have snippeted that a little bit in the beginning.
Boy, could you believe that cheesy-looking monster? Looked like Gumby on steroids.
I think in the credits it would have been fun to do, for her, I understand this now, to do a horror hosting of her own movie.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Missed opportunity,
that would have been a really fun meta thing,
right.
But in 88 that wasn't necessarily a thing. And that would have just been super cool though if she understood enough to know that they're playing some bad movie tropes and things like that. And she would have had a chance to have a scene from the movie in the credits and then do her snarky takedown of that scene like she would have if this was playing on her show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that would have been fun, but it is what it is.
I just because I kind of remember seeing her on TV, but I don't remember what the commentary was. I don't remember what she said or how snarky she was. Or really, I just knew that she was some sort of TV personality, but I didn't really know why or what.
There's two reasons. No,
Well, I know. I understand.
Just kidding.
I understand the why a little bit. A little bit.
I don't think you should be mad at that. But anyway, it's just one of those things where, I mean, I was a kid and I remember like whenever I'd see the video box at the store, it's just like, should I be looking at this? Like, or when I saw like the Coors stand up at the grocery store with my parents, I'm just like, should I be looking at this?
Yeah.
Like, it was just one of those things where it was just there in the Coors ads. Like I remember on Halloween time, it was just one of those things where she was around and I was aware of her, but it was just kind of, always felt a little scandalous.
Yeah.
When really it's not, I mean, it's almost a wholesome good time in some ways. It's just like, because she's so cheeseball.
She is.
And and corny. And there's nothing crazy about what she does. I mean,
no.
And I mean, the cleavage is just cleavage. I mean,
and that's what I mean.
loud.
I feel like in today's society, that would be like, oh, wow, she's wearing long sleeves. Goodness
I know,
gracious.
like she's so covered up. Like she is ridiculously covered up in everything else.
Yeah.
Like it's just. I guess she has a long slit in her dress sometimes, I guess. But anyway, I mean, it's just one of those things where overall it's very chaste in some ways. Weird term for Elvira, but I don't know.
It is. Well, this movie doesn't really have anything. I mean, it's not.
I mean, it's kind of charming. It's charming. It's charming.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing to be threatened by with this movie. It's just kind of a fun, campy time.
Yeah, and it's not like there's nothing super scary in it. There's
really
nothing
scary.
But
It's just a fun party movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a party atmosphere. Like
Absolutely.
It's actually like the perfect movie for like a Halloween party with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Throw it on. Like if you don't want anything scary, you just want something fun to go along with the party vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree. But anyway, I also highly recommend Cassandra Peterson's memoir, which does cover the making of this movie while highlighting everything she had to overcome and how hard she had to work to get to the point of making this movie. And again, that just makes the commercial fare of this movie just so much more heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Just knowing everything from being a Vegas showgirl to just all the various trials and tribulations and abuse and everything she's gone through throughout her life to get to this point, only to have it totally kind of tank. And but it's a very good memoir, and I really enjoyed the audiobook that she narrates. She does a very good job with it, so definitely give that a try if you're wanting some more Elvira. But anyway, so those are reasons to watch Elvira Mistress of Dark, so head on over to Hoopla to check it out for yourself. For the Live at Grindhouse, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Leah.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.